Well, good Wednesday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster coming back here once again here to give you guys your evening forecast video for tonight with your 7-day forecast coming out around 8 o'clock this evening here. So, couple of things on the board this evening here. We've got temperatures still in the 70s here. It kind of feels like it's still summertime outside with the moisture increasing. Temperatures like last night barely falling into the 60s here. So it really kind of feels like that mid-June, early July time frame, like in the morning times where it's like super muggy. So that's what we got going on at this point. But there are changes on the way. Take a look to the top left corner of your screen here. That's where you're going to have that cold front moving through northeastern Oklahoma at this time. Temperatures falling to the 50s behind the front. Temperatures ahead of the front in the 70s here. So we have 75 in Fayetteville, 72 in Mena, 75 in Little Rock, 68 degrees in El Dorado, 79 in Monticello. That's nuts for it being almost, it's still early November at this point. 75 in West Memphis, 73 in Jonesboro, and 73 degrees down there in the Texarkana region here. So I mentioned this before. We have this disturbance, well, not the disturbance, this cold front that's going to drape through Arkansas as we get towards tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Now, it's not going to fully pass through. It's going to kind of stall out along South Arkansas, North Louisiana. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a disturbance here. As a matter of fact, I can turn on our low pressures here. The disturbance is back out here towards Colorado. So what that's going to do, that's going to rattle on the front, and it's going to bring rainfall chances, especially across central and southern Arkansas, as we get towards late tomorrow into tomorrow night here. Now, since all the activity will be behind the front, we are not expecting any sort of severe weather across the area here. So let's go over to your evening highlights real quickly, and then I'm going to show you guys your futurecast coming up here just momentarily here. So, what we've got going on right now, so I mentioned before, rain and thunderstorms will return, especially tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening here. Colder weather will also start to return as we get towards tonight, throughout tomorrow into Friday, and especially into your weekend. And I talked about this earlier on around lunchtime. I am going to keep an eye on that Thanksgiving time frame here, the weekend before Thanksgiving. It does appear that the weather will start to get active across our area by that point here. Okay, so as always, we do have our winter outlook 2023 to 2024 on our YouTube and on Facebook. So if you want to check that out, just let us know. The link is going to be in the description below for YouTube side, and if you want Facebook, send us a message and we'll get you that PDF file at this point here. Okay, now let's talk about burn bands here. With the rainfall coming in tomorrow, hopefully our areas down there in southeastern Arkansas sees a good amount of rainfall because you guys are definitely in that burn band at this point here. So hopefully over the next day or so, you guys start to get the rainfall down there. We can start cutting down those burn bands here. But across the rest of the state, we're A-okay at this time here, and the wildfire risk still continues across the board here. Some areas in central Arkansas did get cut out because I kind of figured with the rainfall we saw the Halloween weekend and everything, the ground is not as dry as we were originally thinking. Some areas did get chipped out of there, but eastern, southern Arkansas, and especially southeastern Arkansas, the high wildfire risk still continues across those areas here. So before I get into your futurecast, let's just kind of talk about a broad area for tonight. As I mentioned before, the cold front's going to be moving in during the overnight hours here, so temperatures are going to be falling. Some temperatures could also be met at midnight, especially across north and central Arkansas, and maybe even southern Arkansas. It just depends on how fast the cold front can kind of push through during the overnight hours here. So we've got temperatures in the low 50s up there in northwestern Arkansas, near 70 degrees across central and southern Arkansas here at this point. So let's go over to your futurecast real quickly here, and let's talk about it real quickly. So this is about 8 o'clock this evening here. You can see this is going to continue throughout the area. So about 10 o'clock, there could be some isolated showers across the board. Nothing too significant across the area here. We're waiting on that disturbance I mentioned before coming out of the Colorado area here. But first thing tomorrow morning, there could be some patchy showers across central Arkansas along I-30 here. So if you're planning on traveling tomorrow morning, getting the kiddos to school, getting to work, take it easy on the roadways. I know how it gets when it rains. We start talking about accidents and stuff like that. So take it easy on the roadways, guys. Please take it easy on the roadways first thing tomorrow morning here. Wherever you got to go, I promise you it is going to be there. Just take it slow on the roadways. Make sure if you get under that heavy rainfall that you turn those lights on and everything. But don't go 100 miles per hour on the roadways just because it's raining here, guys. So let's take this out. This is about 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning here. Now you can take a look at the bottom left corner of your screen over there, northeastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma. You see that cluster of showers, maybe even some embedded thunderstorms over there. That is the disturbance that's going to move through our area, especially across central and southern Arkansas, as we get towards late tomorrow morning into the early afternoon hours here. So if you're planning on getting the kiddos stuff ready for tomorrow, make sure they have that umbrella and that raincoat. I think by the time they get to the buses tomorrow afternoon, we will be dealing with some widespread rainfall across the area here. So you can see about 11 o'clock, and like I said, don't get frightened about what you see on the screen here. We are not expecting severe weather tomorrow. Let me make that perfectly clear. We are not expecting severe weather tomorrow. There could be some embedded thunderstorms in that little cluster out there towards the west, but I'm not expecting severe weather for tomorrow here. Keep in mind, the cold front's pushing through tonight. So we are going to be on the cold side of the cold front and not the warm side. So this is coming in on the colder side of the cold front. If this was January, February, we'd be probably getting ready for a winter weather event. Just make that clear. So we're not expecting any sort of severe weather. I know you guys see that red and the purple out there. I'm not expecting any sort of severe weather for tomorrow, guys. It's just going to be heavy rainfall moving across the area. I do believe our model is trying to push it towards northern Arkansas as well. So rainfall chances may need to be coming up for our folks up there in northern Arkansas as well. But let's take this out. You can see by the time we get towards 4 o'clock, kiddos getting on the bus, getting ready to come home. Make sure they have their raincoats on. If you're planning on traveling around this time frame, most people get off work by 4 or 5 o'clock, around rush hour. Make sure you take it easy on the roadways, guys. This is how radar may potentially look as we get towards tomorrow afternoon. Let's take this out a little further, and you can see basically a washout tomorrow evening here. So if you have any outdoor plans tomorrow evening, I think we may have some high school football tomorrow evening here. Not a lot, but some of them do go on Thursday evenings. Make sure you plan for that. Now that raincoat and the umbrella here. So let's take this out. This is all the way till 7 a.m. on Friday. Much of the activity should move out towards our east. There could be some scattered showers down there in southern Arkansas, but much of the area should be good to go by the time we get towards Friday morning here. So rainfall totals, we can take a look at that real quickly here. This is what the WPC, about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall should be expected down there in central and southern Arkansas. I think these rainfall totals could go up. Matter of fact, we can take a look at the HRR. And let's take this out all the way to about the 18Z run, and we'll go here. And you can see there's basically HR. So it basically has what the WPC has, right around 2 inches of rainfall across central Arkansas, and then down into southwestern Arkansas. Further north you go, lesser rainfall totals. The further south and east you go, rainfall totals start to decrease as well. Hopefully we can get some decent rainfall for our folks down there in far southeastern Arkansas that is under the burn ban at this current time here. So let's go ahead and talk about your forecast here. So this is northern Arkansas. Like I mentioned before, rainfall chances tomorrow may actually need to go up a little bit. We'll have to wait and see on that. But temperatures in the 60s, and then once we get into the weekend and early next week, 50s and 60s, overnight lows in the 30s and 40s here, with quiet conditions coming our way here. Okay, now this is going to switch over to central Arkansas here, and this is central Arkansas as we get towards tomorrow here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for just a little bit. I want to show you guys this. So tomorrow you have that cold front moving through late tonight, early tomorrow morning here. So your high temperatures may actually be met at midnight tonight instead of during the day tomorrow here, because temperatures are going to be falling during the day. Rainfall will be moving in. It could be some wind gusts upwards to 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a really, really raw day tomorrow across our area here, especially in central and south Arkansas. But temperatures in the 50s, falling into the 40s as we get towards tomorrow night. Could be some lingering showers Friday morning here for central, especially south Arkansas. But high temperatures struggling to get out of the 50s, overnight lows in the 40s. And then we get into the weekend or early next week, we have that beautiful weather coming our way here, guys, as high pressure settles across the area, kind of prevents any systems from coming our way. Temperatures in the 60s, overnight lows in the 40s. I will keep an eye beyond that Wednesday time frame here. We could be talking about some disturbances coming our way as we get towards next weekend here. And here's southern Arkansas, as I mentioned before. Cold front moves through late tonight, early part of your Thursday, starting in the 70s down there. falling into the 50s. Rainfall will start to increase, especially late tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. Friday, there could be some lingering showers down there as well. Otherwise, we get to the weekend or early next week. We're talking beautiful conditions, guys. So, like I mentioned before, that's all I got for you guys at this point. Just went back to North Arkansas. But that's all I got for you guys at this time here. We'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.